Hey guys, Sean Zane, the Connection Machine, aka the Insurance Doctor. And
And Matt Victoria, Matt's your mortgage guy.
what's going on, my man? I know we couldn't set things up yesterday as planned, but we still make it happen though. We just have to make sure it was a different day.
That's it. We, like you said, we still make it happen.
There's people that they have hiccups and they worry about those hiccups. They're like, oh, everything's going to be out of the whack. No, as long as you continue and figure out how to make it still happen, you're still okay. If you don't do it, that's a problem, I think. So the more you focus on getting things done, completing, trying, that's the way to go.
Well, like for instance, like working out, right? Like now you're going back to school again. How are you fitting in the workout now in the schedule? Is you still doing it at nighttime or?
No, actually, it's been good. I changed everything up. I'm doing things during the, six. I get up early, get up earlier, 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm out, do a 40-minute workout. I'm in and out before Natalie even gets up, and I get into my daily, beginning as far as my daily, routine, and then I get after it. And then anytime I have downtime, I'm on a call or on a, video, or I'm doing, messengers, emails. I use my time properly. I don't sit there and play games. I don't sit there and do crossword puzzles. If there's downtime, if there's any downtime, I'm just following up on business and how else I can help others and having those calls.
Wait a minute, you're not playing Candy Crush?
Candy Crush, I don't get. I get a bunch of messengers with people playing certain games, and I'm like, why? I guess they tag people to try to get them into these games. But, I don't understand why. I don't know. I'd rather do do other things than, play games like that. So that's what I want to talk to you about. I know we've been around a lot of agents about open houses. There's agents that go out on a Sunday, sit in the open house. They put up one or two, maybe three signs, sit there, light a couple candles, maybe have some cookies baking, and just sit there. And then 3 hours later, pack up, lock up the doors, pick up all the signs, and they're like, nothing happened in my day. Nothing happened during my open house. Right. And they wonder, why do others have lots of traffic? I've seen lots of video over the weekend, lots of pictures, a lot of posts about some monster open houses, and there's others that just sit there and crickets. That's what I want to kind of bring to light to some people out there. We observe what others are doing, and maybe some of the tips we share today they can take and run with it.
Well, it's interesting that you bring this up, and with a lot of conversations with different people, one of the big reasons that houses can be crickets is that the house isn't even priced right. Like if I was a realtor and it wasn't if you're a realtor and you're not doing open houses, and then you complain that you don't have any business, well, then you should go and ask for open houses. So how do you do that? Send out a mass email to your office, or if you guys have a Facebook group, put up on Tuesday or Wednesday, hey, is anybody having any open houses this weekend they need coverage for? Like, some of this stuff is simple, but people don't think about it, right?
Wait, you mean sitting in someone else's listings? That's something that people should do? It sounds like a great idea. I don't think that you would even bother if you were an agent and you said, hey, Sean, I have 4 listings. I need somebody to sit in an open house this weekend. And I was an agent. That's an opportunity to help each other out. But people in the real estate world, it's all about what's mine is mine and I'm not sharing. That's what it seems like all the time.
Well, and here's another one, FSBOs, for sale by owners. Do they really know how to market a house or do an open house? So here's something that'll blow your mind, right? Do an open house for sale by owner. Well, wait a minute. Why would I do that? Won't I not get paid? Well, honestly, if somebody buys that house, who cares? Because what if you get 10 people in the door, right? It only takes one person to buy that house, but now you have 9 other leads for people that you could work. So
it's a mindset.
What's that?
Yeah. It's a mindset. You got to change your mindset. They think they have to get paid first. Like most of sales, you're doing things without getting paid. That's what some kids don't understand. They want to get an hourly wage. But if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a small business owner, you wake up every single day not having an income coming in. So you have to figure out how to make an income. So some things you do You plant seeds now that cost no, we're using sweat equity right now. We're taking some time out of our busy day to educate, give value, and it will come back. So we know it works. I know it works. You know it works. I've been doing this for years now. But it's something that people say, well, you're not getting money immediately. No, but we're going to get it down the road because we're just focused that way, changing the mindset.
So for all of our realtors out there or salespeople in general, right? The first thing you need to do is when you wake up, you say, oh, shit, I got to go out and make some money. Because every day you wake up unemployed, all right? Every day you wake up without a paycheck. So you need to train yourself every morning when you wake up. Wow, I'm going to go out and kill it today. I'm going to go make some money to feed my family. Like, we only eat what we kill in this business, So if you don't think that way, you're already off to a disadvantage to begin with.
Like, let's talk about something real quick. Like, a lot of them, when they go into real estate, they think, I don't have a lot of signs. Well, then you have to invest in your business. You have to invest in yourself. You should invest in your brand. It shouldn't be Weichert. It shouldn't be EXP. It shouldn't be Keller Williams. It should be whoever you are. And that's how you brand yourself. But you have to spend some money, get some nice signs, they have some spinning things that people put in the yard. They have the guy that's, the air guy that moves back and forth. Just distractions. You can pick up distractions. Oh, it costs a couple $100. Well, you're making thousands of dollars on a deal if you close it, if you do it right.
Wait a minute. You mean you actually want me to spend money on my business? Hold on a second here. we got to stop the train. I got to get off. But the answer is yes. But if you're thinking about it that way, you're already wrong. So wait a minute. You want me to spend money on my business? No. We want you to invest money in your business. There's the difference. Right. So now we're talking about open houses. Now we're going back to mindset again, because this is where this all starts and ends, is mindset. Oh, wait a minute. You want me to take a seminar for $2,000? Well, yeah, you're going to invest in yourself in both time and money and education, to better yourself, because if you better yourself, you'll better your business.
And you might even network with people that you spend that $2,000. You might meet a few people in that seminar or workshop that can change the game, because you might have agents in other parts of the country that can probably send you business. A lot of New York agents are moving, or a lot of people are coming from New York. So I would partner with a New York agent. Hey, you got any buddies that are coming down to New Jersey? And they'll get their referral fee, right?
I have a group that I belong to that's a loan officer group. I've got a refinance. We were actually signing disclosures today for a refinance that came from a loan officer in Nevada. He did the daughter's mortgage. He's not licensed here. So he's like, hey, does somebody handle New Jersey? I was like, I do. So you know what? It's a $200,000 refinance that I got from that. So it's exactly what you're talking about. Belong to the groups, lab coat agents, real estate happy hour. There's a ton of groups out there that are realtor referral groups, because they need somebody good to send them to. Plus, if they do that, they get their commission. You can make a living just off of referral business from other agents.
And then it goes back to, you have an open house. You're not advertising it. You're not marketing it until a couple of days beforehand. That has to change, especially to get the foot traffic that you want to have. So you can't wait for the day or two before. You can't do it on a Friday for a Sunday open house. You should start it on the Monday or the Friday prior. Start really getting some marketing pieces out, knocking on some doors. I think the day of, I've talked about this before, knock on a number of doors to the right, to the left, across the street, behind, anywhere that's local. Knock, hey, I'm going to be here for a couple hours and be bored out of my freaking mind. Why don't you come on by, take a look at the property? All nosy neighbors want to know what's going on in other people's houses, so they know what maybe they can sell for. But you have to have that conversation.
Well, not only that, but also, like, if you're doing an open house, right, then what you should be doing is you should be marketing it, just like you said, right? Going into the Facebook group for the town, going into first-time homebuyer groups, or whatever kind of groups you can find, doing little videos or just dropping something in there, running an ad to a targeted place for a couple of dollars. Like you said, if you're people moving from New York, well, if you've got a house that's perfect for a New Yorker, run an ad in New York in the area that it's coming out of and spend $25. Oh, wait a minute, we're spending money again, aren't we?
Yeah. And then it goes back to, I mean, I've seen people recently, people are using high-end cars in listing videos. There's people that are using the drone in different ways. But again, it costs some money. But you want to step outside the norm. You don't want to be the same old agent that has been doing things a certain way. This is the time to reinvent yourself and bring massive value, not just sit there and hope things close. You should price things right so it gets off the market. You don't want to sit there and that's what I see. A lot of people are putting all these offers in. I'm worried about the appraisals coming in because, maybe it's 50,000 over ask or whatever. Is it really going to appraise for 50,000 higher? Why should it appraise? Nothing's happening right now, but that's how crazy it is with no inventory and all the buyers out there. There's a lot of opportunity, but it's just how to structure things. But sitting on open houses and twiddling your thumbs is not the way to go.
Here's another one too, right? If you work for a bigger office, so let's say somebody like the Dukansky team, right? And you're going to wind up going to do an open house. What I would do is I would talk to the person who handles their database, and I would say, hey, can you do a blast out to the database for this open house? Something else to think about. Or if you have a database of buyer leads that you have gotten, maybe you were doing Zillow or Boomtown or Conversion or KV Core, but I would go and send out a blast to any of those too for the open house as well. Like little things. There's a lot of little things add up to nickels add up to dollars. All of these things are little nickels that can add up to one transaction makes thousands of dollars.
I mean, I spoke with Jamie Silverman yesterday, and she was going and knocking on a couple doors near a listing, and just asked the person, hey, if you're ever thinking about buying or selling, give me a shout. And she's like, oh, I'm not interested at this time. No, she actually was she had a buyer. I'm looking for a certain type of property. And the person's like, I don't know. I'll have to just take your information and see what happens. Well, that woman goes back and talks to her husband, and they start talking. They're like, wait a minute, maybe we should sell. Let's have a conversation. So it sparked. Then they called her. She listed the house the next day. That was just having a conversation, knocking on some doors around a listing. Things happen if you put yourself in positions to be successful.
And right now, the market is just absolutely ridiculous and nuts, right? So everybody's got tons of buyers because it's a feeding frenzy right now, right? So here's something, right? Why don't we reverse engineer this? You have a buyer looking for a three bedroom, 2-bathroom house in, say, Clifton, right? Well, what about going into a Clifton group and saying, hey, I've got a buyer looking for a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house in Clifton for this amount of dollars. Is anyone thinking about selling? Use your social media, Instagram, tag Clifton, stuff things like this are so easy.
We don't want to give everybody all the tips and tricks right now. If you guys want to know more, you guys got to reach out to us. We're here to help you. We want to help you grow your business. So we already made it a pact. We're like, listen, we're going to do a short one today. We want to drop value. We're going to actually, show you that there's things that you should be doing, but we're not going to tell you everything. If you want an action taker and you want to implement some things, reach out to either one of us and let's have a conversation. And we know we can probably plant some seeds for you in that mind of yours. Like, damn, if I tried this, it might work. And we know that open houses going forward, if you're following what some of the things we're going to share with you, we know you're going to crush it. So I want to remind you guys, I do insurance all over. I actually help you build your brand and also help you with connections. If you need anyone from attorneys to home inspectors to a small, contractors, you let me know. I'll get you in front of them.
Well, if anyone has any mortgage needs or mortgage questions or problems or issues that they're facing, we're here to help you guys. We're licensed in all 50 states. I've got a loan officer who speaks Indian, another one speaks Spanish and French. So we're multicultural now and becoming much more diversified. Oh, and Russian too. My partner speaks Russian.
So we got it covered. So if you guys are ready to rock, give us a call, reach out to us. We love to help you on your next open house. It is Tuesday. It's not too late right now to start marketing one, and we would love to help you on your next one. So we hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day.
Have a great day.